Good morning, postgrads, or anyone else, I guess, who is watching this from home. Oh, it looks like we already have some people here. So we're live, we're going. Good morning. It's Monday morning, it's 9 a.m. And this is sort of your little wake up call, your little, you're at home, get to work, it's time to do some stuff moment of the day. So, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I had a lot of fun doing the live stream last night. So, if you haven't seen that one yet, be sure to go back through the Facebook or on this channel. It's just the last one that I did. It had some really great strategies for getting yourself sort of set up for working from home and being productive, because I know that for a lot of people, this is a really hard transition. Can somebody in the comments really quickly tell me if the audio is okay? Right before I went live last night, the battery on my keyboard died, literally right as I was pressing to go live. And then today, I was like getting my headphones in and ready to go, and then I like literally dropped them in my cup of coffee. So I'm hoping that the audio is okay. Audio is working. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Zoe. And Flora should be here as well. Actually, I was talking to Flora after last night's live stream, and she was like, "I want to start a YouTube channel too. I think it would be so much fun." So I was, oh, thanks, David. So like I was like, "Yeah, go for it." Like, how fun would it be if we all created, like, all the postgrads or whoever wanted to, little YouTube channels during this time, so that we could keep each other like up on what we're doing and stay a little bit social. I think that would be really fun. So if you are interested in starting a YouTube channel, Flora, talking to you, anybody else who's into it, let's do it. That would give us something to do that's a little bit fun, a little bit creative, and it would give us a way of connecting with each other and seeing what we're up to. And maybe I'll, if you guys want to, let me know. Maybe comment below, and maybe I'll set up some sort of thread in the Facebook group or something, so that we can all share our channels and get connected that way. And then you'll already be set up with some viewers, and it's the perfect time to start. So we could support each other like that. If you're watching right now, if you could give me a quick thumbs up, that would be fantastic. It really helps people to see the channel. It shows up more in people's searches and stuff. And I think that this stuff is helpful for the postgrads, especially because that's why I'm doing this, but maybe for other people too who are working at home for the first time and kind of struggling with that a little bit. So these morning coffees, they're going to be every term day morning at 9 a.m. As long as we're sort of in this weird isolation period. So at least the next couple weeks. And yeah, just a good way to start your day, get the reminder to get going, get working. Don't get sucked into Netflix. Don't get sucked into your socials. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to start the day. Yeah, so I hope you tune in every day at 9, and I'll have some really good material for you that should help you get motivated, get organized, during this weird time. So let's jump right into it. I only want these to be about 10 minutes. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I don't want to take up too much of my time. So today I'm doing my 3 best tips for getting your Monday set up for your week to go awesomely and be super productive. So let's dive right into it. My first tip, thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I really appreciate it. First tip, and I think this is really important to get your week set up right, is to set 3 goals for your week. So 3 things that you want to accomplish by Friday, and we'll check in on Friday and see what you've done. Keep each other accountable that way. So good morning, Caleb. So 3 goals. So for me, if I'm thinking, what do I want to get done this week? I have a PhD chapter due in about 6 weeks. So that's going to be about 15,000 words. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to do about 3,000 words a week for this chapter. So if I'm going to write 3,000 words this week, what are all the little pieces that I need to do to get that 3,000 words done? And do this for each of your 3 goals that you have for this week. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, get out a piece of paper. Of course, you know how I love the paper. Write down the goal at the top. So write 3,000 PhD words this week. All the little things I need to do. What articles do I need to read? How many words do I need to write a day? Do I need to reach out to anybody to find an article that I can't find myself? Do I need to search the British Library online, their digital archives? What are the things that I need to do to accomplish that 3,000 words? And you might even let yourself get a little bit more organized with that, like 3,000 words of my introduction. So what does that mean? That means I need to know what my argument is. That means that I need to do a lit review. Just any little step you can find to accomplish those 3 big goals for the week, write them all down in their own separate columns. And then take those pieces, those little things that you need to do, put them in order, and then put them on your to-do list for each day of the week so that you're doing little steps to those big goals. And by Friday, even though you've just done a little something every day, you'll have achieved that goal by Friday. So that's step number one, which I think is ideal because the more little things you can put on your list so that you can cross them off and feel accomplished, the more productive you're going to be because that momentum is just going to keep rolling. My second tip for getting your Monday off to a productive start for the week is to do on Monday morning. So, right after you get off this live stream, you go to your to do list that I hope you did after the video last night and do all little stupid admin things that you put off, like sending the emails that you need to send. Logging into that account that you haven't looked at forever just to make sure that things are where they need to be, scheduling appointments, canceling appointments, like all those little things that you sort of dread doing, but they only take 2 minutes if you actually sit down to do them. Do them first morning because they're done, they're off your list, they're off your mind, and then you already feel super productive. There's Brian Tracy, who's this author who writes books on sort of like how to be productive and stuff like that. He calls it the idea of eating the frog. If anybody's ever heard of this, you eat your frog every morning. And the idea behind that is that if the worst thing that you have to do during the day is to eat a frog and you're dreading it and it's terrible, do it first and then it's done. And then the day can only go up from there. So eat your frog in the morning, do those horrible, terrible tasks that you just need to cross off your list, and that'll get your momentum going. Number 3, do what I call sort of like the big getting ready. So on Monday morning, that means like if you don't wash your hair all the time or you don't style it all the time, on Monday morning do your long shower. And I know that some people out there know what I'm talking, the long shower, which is like the shaving, the exfoliating, the washing your hair, then the drying your hair. Do that all on Monday morning, and then you feel like you're ready to go, like you've set yourself up. This can even mean like cleaning off your spaces, making sure everything's sort of clean and organized and decluttered, because the more decluttered things are, the more willing you'll be to feel productive and get going. So those are my 3 big tips. I only have a couple minutes left because I want to keep this at 10 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, comments, go ahead and put them here. I have a couple little other tips that I can use to fill the time if you don't have anything. Remember to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. So I'll do my other little tips in the last couple of minutes here. My other tip, and this isn't just Mondays, this is every morning, try to stay off of your socials or off of your phone in general until like 10 or 11 a.m. or something. Like really give yourself time to get going and started working in the morning rather than getting sucked into your phone. One of the ways that I do this is if you're watching my Instagram stories or my Facebook stories, I stopped taking my phone to bed with me. I got it its own little bed on my desk, its own little like it rests in here at night when I go to bed. When I sort of like shut off for the day around 8 o'clock, my phone goes away. I'm done working. Of course, there are times like 3 a.m. the other night when I was doing the accommodation letter because I was just so like hyped up on that. But that's a good idea. And have your phone on do not disturb, because that way you're having your quiet time, you're having your productive time, and you'll start to realize that you sort of forget about your phone because you're not living in this reactionary place where your phone's buzzing and so you're looking at it and dealing with the problem or replying to the text. You're just reacting to all these things that are happening. So instead of reacting, take control of your own time. Do what you need to do, then you make the decision when you want to take a break to look at your phone instead of just replying when other people are sending you messages. Plus, if you have employees or project members or somebody that you're working on something with, you'll start to notice that you'll get all these like panicky emails in the mornings from people like, "Oh, we can't figure this out. We don't know how to do this." If you just let it go and don't reply, they usually figure it out by themselves within an hour or so. Because I think that we're so used to asking people for the quick way to do something, like, can you just tell me how to do this, instead of going to like Google it ourselves. So let them figure it out. Let them be self-sufficient and do it themselves without you having to sort of guide them through everything. And if everything else fails, what you can do to really get yourself motivated on a Monday morning and get organized is my favorite thing, and that is your task download. Take out a fresh piece of paper, write down literally everything you can think of that you need to do. Like today, I'm doing the laundry and I'm changing the sheets on my bed. Just like all those little things, and that'll make you feel more productive. So I hope that you enjoy vanilla coffee morning. I did bring my coffee with me. This mug was a gift from my very dear friend Sam, who took me home to York for Christmas a couple years ago to be with her family because I couldn't go home to my family. So thank you, Sam. It's my favorite mug, and I love it. And I love you. So if there aren't any more comments, I'm at 10 minutes now. So I'm going to head out. Have a really productive week. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. I'll also be doing regular updates throughout the day on my TikTok. So be sure you're following that at Shelly the Postgrad. And anything else, let me know. Stay in touch. And I will see you later. Bye.